It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, everybody. Happy Human Rights Day if we haven't told you already. But let's get into it. The iconic Mama Africa, Mum Zenzile, Miriam Makeba, is renowned worldwide for her artistic talents as a singer, as well as for using her music as a tool for activism in the struggle for liberation against apartheid, something that is so important to all of us.
Yeah, not just today, but every single day. Now, spoken word poetry performer Mandisa Vundla has weaved together her own words to honor Makeba for her contributions and her devotions to our country in the midst of her birthday month commemorations, with a spoken word single titled A Love Song for Miriam. And she is now joining us via video call to share more about its release today. What an important day. So good to have you join us, Mandisa. Very good morning. How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
Very good. All the better for speaking to you this morning. I'm sure a really important day for you, a really exciting day. I'm going to start by asking, I think being able to paint a picture with words is something I admire and I respect a huge amount, and then translate that through a powerful spoken word performance is quite a skill to build, something that I would imagine you could spend a lifetime trying to hone. Tell us more about your journey in becoming a poet, a writer, and a performer. What led you to this point?
I mean, I started writing at like around the ages of 13, 14. And at that point in time, I wasn't even sure that it was poetry until I joined a community theater. And my then mentor would push me to continue writing poetry, and some of those poems would then feature in plays. I think flash forward, I was then in 2011 looking for a poetry community. I was very intentional. I said, I really want to be a poet and I'm going to look for the community. And I found the community. But I came into, my journey was actually through slam poetry, which is competitive poetry. And I mean, I was competing for about 3 years. I didn't know where it was going to get me, but I enjoyed it, you know, the self-confrontation and how I just allow for the poison to leave my body through spoken word. For me, it was just catharsis. But I think after encountering slam poetry through the Word and Sound Live Literature Company, I slammed, I won my title, I came back, I defended my title, and then suddenly it was like, oh, there's this girl in the blog, her name is Mandisa Vundla, she's quite dope. And then I started getting booked. I started getting booked for gigs, and I was doing legitimate work, like serious work, and that's when I knew that this is it, you know. 2011, I thought, okay, this is it. You wanted to do this professionally? Well, here you go. And that's basically just a small background on how I got here.
Mama, I have arrived.
Yeah, definitely. And I was speaking to Ryle about this as well. I said, you know, writing poetry is one thing, but actually being able to perform it and put it into a word, and to actually just like deliver it with such passion and just knowing that you have a story to tell is so amazing. But obviously you paying tribute to Mum Zenzile, Miriam Makeba, is right on time as we commemorate her birthday month of March. Maybe you can tell us about her significance to you as a struggle and cultural South African icon, and also why you wanted the country to share in that through a love song for Miriam.
I think most importantly for me, Miriam did so much work through her music. She serviced the country. She amplified the South African struggles back in the apartheid era. She was a global icon who was banned, you know, literally banned from South Africa, but was still navigating the continent, you know. We never said thank you. We never said thank you to Miriam for the work that she did for us, you know. As a poet, it's always important for me to look back, you know, on the journey of other like great iconic Black women to kind of like moving forward. It's very easy to use them as a guiding light, you know, to gauge, to say, if you use your poetry in service, you know, or for a greater service, what does it look like? Who has done that before? How have they done it? She was well anchored. I think that's another thing for me, being a Black artist in the industry, a Black woman in this industry, in the entertainment industry, is very difficult. No matter her troubles, no matter her struggles, no matter the losses, she showed up, you know, all the time. And I just wanted to say thank you. This is my thank you. I thank God that somebody like her existed. And it's also cultural legacy. As artists, we should know where we come from. We should know who we come from to anchor ourselves as well. So this is my little tribute, and it's my little thank you to her for her life's work.
I think you are setting down your own anchor right now, and I can just imagine years from now, other young girls will be referencing you in exactly the same way. So I think without further ado, we're going to give the people what they need to hear right now. Here is a captivating music video for the lead single of Mandisa Vundla's upcoming album, A Love Song for Miriam. Take a look.
You electrifying song, burning through skin and bone. When you sing, salt water seeps through your throat, sterilizes our bones, soaks all our stones, and all our blood returns with a pulse to its people. You made music like you were making a war cry for its mother tongue. Though home was a distant wounded storm, you sang for the hurricane gushing through our bones. You gave noise a quiet voice for grieving, a gentle blues for the descendants of a noose, for jumping jacks, for kings and queens of solitaire. I hope you rest in the music you gave our country.
Power, Mandisa Vundla. I want us to remember that name because
I was thinking exactly the same thing. Remember this young woman's name. I think she is going to do something truly remarkable. That is just a taste from the album, A Love Song for Miriam. I am loving the fact that we get to revel in the spoken word and also revel in the contributions of, in this case, a woman that has changed the face of this country. In fact, let's continue to celebrate this incredible life.